from getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you're missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Nickel Roby brings him down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Campbell on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
A 1-yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a guy who went to prep school right here in Philly, DeAndre Swift. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep over them. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
Ravens 10, Eagles nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
How How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Number 3 brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy, either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. 20. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 47. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Eagles nothing.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
Stop short.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. There the Eagles are back within a score. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score. Ravens 10, Eagles 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored point.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 10. Jake Elliott to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott about to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down, Baltimore.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The tackle.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man, he completes it to Judy. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Judy.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And some room to maneuver. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Wentz on the give to Sanders. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Before we came up to the booth, Last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Jackson has got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down. 2nd and 7 from the 20. And that'll be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
A 37-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Play action. Now Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
They'll take over.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because it really may be one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
Brings up second
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's got this down to the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the 37-yard line.
They'll go again with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Back at his own 40.
2nd and 11 now. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They go back to the ground with Sanders and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Jimmy Smith.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he stopped immediately there. Brought down by Nate Gehry. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep up. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards as the Ravens push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to add the point after. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 23, Eagles 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Thomas barreling ahead. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think that's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 17, Jackson, that's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. His throw incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be second and goal.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, a run to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the fourth.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Number 1.
A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Ravens 33, Eagles 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Miles Sanders.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
At the 27-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Jackson.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Being chased out left. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
But down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now, at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Taken down at the 19.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll start on the ground with Dowdens. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
The tackle by Avante Maddox. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and